Welcome back to Susie. Hey everybody. I am still trying to find a format for my videos that works best for me. I don't want my videos to be purely informational, and at the same time I kind of want to do daily life vlog type content. So I'm trying to strike balance. Yin yang. Life is about balance, folks. Tai Chi. In the spirit of balance, I'm going to be taking you through yet another day. And today I want to talk about my plans for the next week for learning Indonesian. And I have a bunch of ideas and things that are different that I'm gonna do this week than the first week. So I'm gonna take you along. I have this ribbon in my car. It's kind of random. Whee! But one thing is, there is a children's magazine I saw someone else recommend in their YouTube video on learning Indonesian called Bobo Magazine. It is for children, and although I don't have access to a children's dictionary, I can use Bobo Magazine instead. Other than that, I found some Indonesian VTubers that I can put on the background. The problem with them is sometimes they speak English instead of Indonesian, which isn't very helpful for me. I just want to have something on television yapping in Indonesian for most of the time. Finally, I want to just review the video call I had with Erica and make sure I have a really good understanding of the sentences used when we talk to each other in Indonesian. Yeah, that's the plan. And what else? Today I'm just gonna do a lot of planning mostly. When I'm back from my trip, I think I want to start working on the van again, which is super exciting. So hopefully I get this language learning business fleshed out. I love her. I love her. This floor. I did such a good job on the floor of this van, honestly. Yeah, besides that, I also realized that it's important to brush up on my Indonesian pronunciation, because I realized I don't know how to say things properly, and it's making it really difficult sometimes to understand words that sound really similar. And also it's making me sound funny, and when I'm reading words I'm saying them wrong in my head. So I need to make sure I have at least a better pronunciation, so when I read things in my head I'm saying them more properly, and it's easier to recognize those words when they're spoken to me, as well as to not mess up my pronunciation too bad. It's kind of an optional thing, I feel like, with language learning. It depends on how important pronunciation is to you, and also how quickly you want to learn the language, and if learning pronunciation is fun. Everything, I think, needs to be balanced on a scale of fun versus effectiveness. Effectiveness. I don't know the word for it. But if the scale tips too much, it's not good. Balance. So, for me, pronunciation does fit well. Like, it's fun for me, and I think it helps a lot. So for y'all out there, you know, pronunciation is actually more key of a step than I think a lot of people realize. But do I think it's necessary? No, not necessarily necessary. Oh my gosh, also I realized my lens is fucked up, guys. I'm clumsy and I dropped this camera. Jeez Louise, oh my gosh. I stayed up pretty late yesterday finishing my video and uploading it and making a thumbnail and everything for the first language learning video on Indonesian. Yeah, so I'm a little tired from that, and that was a whole journey because I need to learn how to use my editing software better, and I need to use a better PC to be editing things. Right now I'm just editing things on my little laptop and it's not very powerful, so it takes a long time sometimes and lags. And then I was trying to generate subtitles and then the subtitles went over the video content I already edited and like was deleting portions of it, so I had to go back and fix it, yada yada yada. It was... But I was in the flow, so I just pushed through. Because of that though, I definitely want to take today a little easier. It's kind of more of my chill planning day. I don't think pushing myself today would bring me that much joy, frankly. So I'm just gonna be very intentional about that and make sure that I'm taking care of myself throughout the day. Hello lovely people, I'm back home. Eee. I have a problem. The problem is that I am so tired. Well, not horribly tired, but I want to sleep. I want to sleep, but I'm not sleepy enough to actually take a nap, nor do I really want to sleep. I want to work on some things I have in mind. I think it would be a really good idea for me to stretch. Hopefully I'll be in the mood later to stretch. Right now, I don't want to stretch. No, sir. I'm gonna work on some things now. I'm gonna start out with my Indonesian learning plan for the week. I'm just gonna do a calendar, like a learning calendar for myself, and then after that I think I'm gonna do some storyboarding / mood boarding for some videos that I want to make while I am in Bali. Peace. I still need to do some chores. Wish me luck. Oh, but I'm so sleepy. I'm taking a break from my van build, but I have been getting such an urge to finish installing the floor. And I was looking at my floor earlier and it was nice, and it just gave me this feeling of like, I just want to kind of wrap it up and be able to use it knowing the floor is fully installed. It is quite an involved process though. There's some unknowns, like I need to screw the floor down, and it's kind of a lot of work just for one person maneuvering the floor. And there's foam at the bottom of the floor right now, and when I lift it up it really easily breaks off if I'm too aggressive with it. But you know, I was planning my day, and I also planned out tomorrow. I think I'm gonna work on my van tomorrow. So if I can get everything I need to get done today, and I feel up to it tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get up early and work on the van, which I'm so excited about. Tomorrow's kind of like my day off, but I really want to do this, so I think if I'm in the mood, I'm gonna go work on the van. The next day too, I think I'm gonna take it easier if I need to. Just manage my energy that way, so I still kind of quote-unquote recharge day, even if I work on my van tomorrow. I am going to grab some sticky notes for this task. I did this when planning out my personal calendar as well, and it worked really well. And it's kind of nice because you're not committing to anything and you can just brainstorm chunks you might want to add to the calendar and move it around without really committing. So I have these Zelda stickers. Low-key, I think I might have stolen them from somebody at the office by accident. They just kind of showed up on my desk one day, and I thought that they were a gift or something, because I didn't go into the office that often. But looking back, sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe those weren't for me necessarily, but it's okay. Bobo magazine, huh? I want a fat marker. This feels like Bobo. Okay, I'm looking at the course now. It was in the next module where they said how many sounds Indonesian has. 6 vowels and 90 consonants, 32 phonemes in total. Yeah, they don't really explain the mouth position, unfortunately. I wanted to go outside to read Bobo, but I realized I won't have internet if I go outside, so I don't know. I need internet for Bobo, so I don't know what to do. Maybe I just won't go. So I tidy up my desk and I set up another monitor. Yeehaw! What do they do? What does the young generation do these days? I'm gonna read some Bobo. Installed the League of Legends. I uninstalled it actually for a while. We're doing the inevitable League of Legends player cycle. I'm not addicted. That's what an addict would say. I was gonna do Etsy. Well, work on my stickers. Do Etsy today, but alas, I am tired. I ended up taking a nap in the middle of the day, and it was kind of unplanned. But I think I'm just tired, and it's okay because yesterday was pretty packed. The day before was pretty packed, and those were supposed to be my days to like really chill, and I didn't exactly chill. So I think it's all right. And I'll just do Etsy tomorrow. I keep pushing back or forward working on stickers, but I feel a little ways about it. Like, I shouldn't be pushing it back so much, right? Like that means I'm a bad, gosh, this computer is just like bright white. I'm just like a bad worker. I kind of have that internalization, but really deep down, I don't care. As in, like, I'm at peace with it deep down. And I'm excited for when I do feel like I have energy to work on it and when that all aligns. But for now, Indonesian. Yeah, Bahasa Indonesia is my priority. And then I don't have a lot of spoons left for any other like heavy cognitive things. I did some chores, you know, the desk and then my laundry is currently in the dryer. And then other things I want to do is like put away the dishes and clean the dishes, which hopefully I still can do. Putting away the dishes, maybe not. Like I said, I used a lot of energy just to tidy up my desk, even though it took way less time than I expected. I'd built it up in my head as something that might take forever. So that was a pleasant surprise, and I think it looks great. And setting up the monitor was pretty straightforward too. None of the wires disconnected, and sometimes the wires disconnect and you have to reconnect everything, and it's really annoying. But that didn't happen. I think I'm gonna push some of those chores to tomorrow, like vacuuming and putting away dishes, and then I'm gonna just study. I don't want to sleep past 11. Maybe a little past 11 is okay, but like, yeah, I want to start getting ready for bed at 11 at least. So let's see how that goes. Right now it's 9:14. I don't have a lot of time actually. Spread the height. Teman. Oh my gosh, I know the word. How do you see words and not realize you know the word? That's the thing with learning a new language. It's like, oh, this is for kids, it should be easy, but no, my brain is fried and I barely understood anything. But what's our takeaway? I wrote down a bunch of words that I'm very familiar with, but I don't know what they mean. And some of them I realized, like one of them, I guess, I realized I do know what juga means. Good morning! Almost afternoon. I am going to start my day. My Indonesian day. Okay. I already did like my morning routine for the most part and ate some food, drank some coffee, and so I'm going to meditate and journal. I haven't done that yet. And then I'm going to oh my gosh, I keep getting a brain fart. I'm going to study some Indonesian pronunciation. I want to show y'all that for sure. And then I also want to work on my stickers a little bit for Etsy, because I'm almost done with it and I kind of just want to enjoy painting for a bit. And then I will study Bobo magazine, the star of the show. And then, why do I feel the need to tell you everything? I feel the need to tell you everything. Okay, so I'm watching Kobo Kanaedu right now, who is Indonesian VTuber, playing Pragamata. And it's like just my passive stuff for now. Oh, also, I'm gonna do my makeup right now. Yeah, okay.
Hello. I recorded some footage earlier and um and I had not charged my microphone, so there was no audio because it ran out of battery, and I really need to get into the habit of just charging all my equipment every night regardless of whether I used it a lot or a little. Because it's biting me in the butt. Yeah. Anyway, let me show you what I'm up to. Found these two images. I tried to source them, but I was having trouble sourcing them. But the first one is for vowels. It's like the most commonly used vowel sounds, I think. And it's showing the tongue position and kind of the mouth position too. I think those are supposed to be arrows, those little things. Are those arrows? Or something. But it's showing the mouth shape and then also like inside of your mouth what's happening. The tongue position especially is really helpful. And I always get the E wrong because in English the typical E pronunciation is eh, right? But in Indonesian it's more like I'm trying to follow the picture. If I follow the picture, it'd be like I also found something for the vowels, and the vowels these don't really tell me the tongue and stuff position, which isn't great, but this is the best thing I could find. And it's kind of showing where the sound is focused, like which part of the mouth it's focused in. Like the glottal, I didn't know H was glottal. It's like all the way in your throat. So I guess when you say bahata, it's like it's not bahasa, it's bahas. I think is this supposed to be glottal, like, or is that just for a specific H sound? So should it be bahata? Is that more correct? Question marks. Anyway, the whole reason why I'm doing this, I think if I mentioned it earlier, if I included in the video already, maybe, but it's important, so I'll say it again if need to be. But as I'm learning and I'm reading Indonesian now, and I am listening for words, I'm finding that it's hard to recognize how words sound. And it's hard, like, even if I know how a word sounds, it's hard for me to read it and be like, oh, or like to link the sounds together that are familiar to be like, oh, that was the same sound I heard. It's the listening comprehension I'm finding is getting a bit confusing. So with this, it's just making sure I nail the pronunciation, so when I hear or see words, it's just more clear that this is the word, if that makes sense. So when I'm reading things in Indonesian, especially as I'm going to be reading Bobo magazine, I'm not reading it in my head with the wrong sounds, because that's just going to enforce the wrong sounds, and then people don't understand me and I won't understand people even if they're saying things that I've read. And this way I'm just making sure that I am understanding things properly, and also I think it's beneficial for just learning quickly to have at least a basic understanding of pronunciation, and to solidify that a little earlier so that it makes things easier long term, instead of like saying things wrong and then having that become a hindrance to my learning. However, I don't want to go too hardcore with pronunciation. It's just not the priority for me to sound super native or something. I just want to learn quickly right now. This other link I found, this other resource, it's like this really nice introductory course that covers all of the phonetics of Indonesian. Today, I'm just gonna be going through as much of this website that I can go through until I get bored. Oh my gosh, sorry. I have this app I use for productivity called Finch, and I found a microphone that I really wanted to get. It's Toto. Oh my gosh. Wait, sorry, I need to watch this. Wait. Oh, so cute. My friend thinks the sound effects are really annoying, so that she has the app. She introduced me to the app, but she has trouble using it because she says the sound effects annoy her. I like it. It gives me dopamine. This is not sponsored. Please sponsor me, Finch. I would actually love to be sponsored. That would be so cool if I was sponsored by them.